this mother and son were brought together. They hadn't seen each other in about 18 years because, well, the mother was 16 and she had her son and she gave him up for adoption. So they had a reunion about 18 years later. Like I said, I think this was last year. And they finally met. And the mother's name is Monica Mayers. And her son is Caleb Peterson. So before you go thinking that this is a heartwarming story, it gets a
little thick. Just gets a little thick.
Yeah, it gets a little like that, you know. So after they met, about 2 weeks later, they developed feelings for each other, and not just like.
What you mean by feelings?
Not like, oh, there's my mom. Oh man, I love her so much. No, they developed like romantic, you know, like sexual feelings for one another. Yeah. Mother and son, they engaged in a relationship, a sexual relationship. Mother and son. This is the mother right here. This is Monica Mayers, and this is her son, Caleb Peterson, and this is them kissing. Yeah, right here. Yeah, we'll take that down real quick. Let's take that down. So they're involved in a GSA relationship, which is a genetic sexual attraction relationship, and it involves, you know, related people that.
You mean incest?
Yeah, it's incest. Okay. Yeah, that's another way to say it. But yeah, people that have not. But they say it's GSA because, you know, it's people that have not ever seen each other, and then when they finally meet in adulthood,
so it's like
feelings
they don't have that because they didn't have that bond,
right?
Okay,
they never got that
developed that
family type of bond. Yeah. So
okay.
So but this is a problem though because incest is illegal in all 50 states here, and they're in New Mexico. So the incest laws are different depending on what state you're in, but in New Mexico, you know, they found out about this relationship. And now they are both facing 18 months in jail.
But like,
because of this.
All right, if they serve 18 months, are they not going to have the same feelings after they get out? What is that going to do?
I know. That's the part of the story that I can't support. You know, like, I understand, like, many people are going to be like, oh, I don't even want to watch any more of this segment right here because they feel it's disgusting. And I gotta be honest, I think it's disgusting too. I mean, that's just me.
But what you're saying is,
I'm just saying that
should they go to jail?
Yeah, should this be a criminal?
Should they go to
jail?
This
be criminal?
I don't think so. Like as messed up as it is, I don't think so. And I mean, we can all look at this and judge it, you know, in disgust. It's like, ew, so
exactly.
gross. But I mean,
I'm sure most people will.
But I mean, there's got to be some deeper stuff going on here. Like, what did he say about his mom and why all of a sudden, like, or what attracted him to her?
Yeah, so he was being interviewed by the Daily Mail, and he said, I never had anyone cook me meals or give me anything. I never got anything my entire life, and she went out of her way to make me happy, and after about a week or so, I started having feelings for her, and I guess I fell in love. It went beyond a mother-son relationship. I never really viewed her as my mom. In certain aspects, I do, but mostly I don't.
See, to me, all those things seem very basic to me.
Yeah.
And so for him to just fall head over heels for her because of those basic things, that tells me a little bit something. Oh, I mean, I'm just assuming because my thing is like whoever he got whoever adopted by, like, who was his adoptive parents, like,
you want to know more.
Like? I want to know more about
his life growing up,
because he said no one has ever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Did he even get any love throughout his life?
Exactly,
his childhood,
like to where he would attach himself to somebody who just did some basic stuff like cook for him.
Yeah, because that's like motherly stuff.
That's basic stuff.
That's basic. Nobody cooked me meals or gave me anything. I went out of their way to make me happy. Like, that's what a mother would do. So like,
or like, not just that, just not a mother or father, but just like any kind of family unit or any kind of support system. So where was that all those years he was away from his birth mother? So to me, it goes beyond me just being like ill and disgusted. I'm more like wondering like what his life was like. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I feel like she's wrong. Like, I feel like she's wrong more than him because, like, she's 36 now, right?
Yeah.
And though this has happened before, this isn't like a one-time incident. This has happened all over the globe. This has happened in a multitude of instances. But it sounds like he's clearly confused. And like we said, we're questioning, you know, like we want to find out about his upbringing, about if he did get love throughout his childhood. But in him viewing this situation like, okay, well, somebody's finally trying to take care of me and show me some kind of love and appreciation, and to confuse that with like a sexual relationship,
sexual feelings from
that's confusion. But she should know better than that. You know what I'm saying? So I think she's definitely wrong, but he was of legal age, and so is she. So that's why I say this is not criminal. Now, if he was a minor, lock her behind up.
But I don't think.
But two consenting adults? No, I'm sorry.
I think a lot of people are concerned with maybe the possible consequence of the sexual relationship,
procreation and stuff. Yeah.
But I mean, an even bigger issue is the fact that most likely both of them are not affluent enough to afford some sort of like help, like some sort of like psychological help,
right?
They probably can't afford it, most likely, and so I don't really think there's anything we can do about it. I mean, it's kind of bad all around.
It is. I in a situation like this, it's just like like I said, these are two adults. You can call it wrong all you want to. You can be disgusted and be appalled by their actions, but at the end of all of that, you kind of have to like be like, whatever. I mean, like, that's them. They're not really affecting you, So I don't believe that they should be. That is crowding the jails for what reason?
I don't think they should. Yeah, no, I don't think they should go to jail. But I mean, some people will say, well, what about the kids? She has kids?
Oh yeah, Actually, they were living together at one time with her other two smaller children.
See, a lot of people will say, well, they're affecting them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what people will.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what people might.
I mean, and then I guess then you'd have to speculate what is child abuse. Like, should that be considered child abuse? To put themselves in that,
and those other children are seeing that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not a situation
it's not cut and dry.
Nah, it's not a situation that anybody would want. But again, criminal. I think I think I'd be more willing to.
Maybe instead of
if they were talking about
if that money that they were using to, house them in prison or jail could be used for maybe some counseling.
That's a good idea. But even with those children that they were that were at the home with them, those young children, if the state was going to take them away, I would be more like willing to accept that decision than would I accept a criminal prison sentence. Because like I said, you could make a case that is child endangerment, child abuse. Like, you could make that case, but to say that it's criminal, I'm sorry, nah. I'm gonna take that libertarian position, and I'm gonna say, freedom of liberty. Let them do what the hell they want to do,
especially when they're But again, like you're assuming that their personal relationship is not going to affect the kids. The personal relationship doesn't affect us and people outside of the house,
right?
But
and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, like if it really, like I said, you can make the case that the kids should be removed. You can make that case. I think you can make a strong argument that the kids should be removed, but I don't believe anybody can make a strong argument that these two should be locked up. And they still and even if they get locked up, they're saying,
gonna be right back at it.
They're saying that it's not going to change anything. When they get out, they're still going to be together.
If they already know it's not going to, if the court system already knows it's not going to change anything, then
why do it, right? Why do
why
it?
waste this?
And
why waste his taxpayer money?
And the prosecutor seems like, you know, it's gonna happen. Like, they're gonna get locked up.
Like, why would they? Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are they going forward with cases like this? It's not. It's like, if my thing is, what's the purpose? If the purpose of punishment is to deter people from committing crime, and you already know that imprisoning these two won't deter them from continuing their relationship, then what's the purpose?
You know how people say, man, they broke the rule of law, so they must be punished for it. But like I said, I'm aside on personal liberty right here, even though I am disgusted by it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all, not one bit. But these are two grown people that if they want to do some, you know, objectionable, offensive, if they want to do that, you know, have at it, Hoss. You know, that's their life. You know, I'm sorry, I can't put you in jail for that because you want to be disgusting. You know, I can't advocate for that. So, that trial is gonna take place later this year, I believe, in like September. Well, actually, let me see. Yeah, in September. So actually, it's, you know, in only about a month or so.
Still released on $5,000 bond.
So we should know what happens shortly. You know, within the next month or two. So we'll see what happens.